That's a deadline day then, Stephen. What can we expect here?
Yeah, we're hoping to do a little bit of business, maybe ins and outs, but we've nothing to confirm just now. But yeah, between now and the deadline, we're hoping to do a little bit of business for sure.
Could some of that business be Tony Watt, someone that's been here before? He's been linked this morning to the club.
Well, the media, we spoke with the media team this morning, and they ran a few names to me that was getting linked with us. You know, some of the players that we hadn't even heard of before. So, you know, everything just now is speculation, and like I said, by the closing of time tonight, we'll know what we're trying to do and what we're not trying to do. I can't confirm or deny any player that's attached to another team. That wouldn't be right.
Are you looking to bring enough forward though? Is that one of the positions you would like to strengthen?
Well, it's always moving. We were out late last night. We thought we had something done last night, and then it turns out it's maybe not. So it's always moving. We're looking to bring players in that are going to enhance and help us going forward between now and the end of the season. And if that comes up between now and midnight tonight, then great.
As it stands, are you happy with your squad? Would you be satisfied going forwards with what you've got in the door right now? Would you feel you do need the extra one or two?
I think we need one or two. I think we need a little bit of freshness, especially with the injury concerns we've got as well. You know, it's been a massive hindrance so far this season for us. There's no getting away for that. So, yeah, I think it is. But if that the only way that happens is if the right player comes available that makes us better. If not, then it won't happen.
How difficult is it in this last couple of hours to find the right person and, you know, not in a sense panic buy and just get numbers in for the sake of getting numbers in?
Yeah, we wouldn't do that. It's something I've said in our approach and our model is we won't just bring players in and flood the place with numbers that aren't going to improve us. There's no point in doing that as well. We have highlighted a lot. It's difficult in this moment, especially when you're competing with teams for the most part that can financially and be better than what we can offer. So that's it. We need to make sure the player wants to come here and he's interested and he's keen and wants to be involved in what we're doing here. So to find all of that is difficult, especially on the last day. But again, we're still hopeful.
Do any outgoings have to happen for you to flex up some financial muscle? Or are you okay to just?
Not necessarily, but that could be the case also. Again, it's going to change today as the day goes. It's going to progress. Things are going to change. That could quite possibly happen. But again, like you know, deadline day, it might not. It might prove to be the opposite.
You mentioned that freshness. Just how crucial do you think this will be going into the second part of the season? That you do get, you know, that bit of quality in to help you get out of this sort of rut that you're in.
Yeah, it's vital. The competition on a daily basis, the competition on match days is so important to keep us competitive, to keep us, you know, improving and going forward. I think that's required. I think you've seen with the new boys that have come in, the impact they've made. Obviously, Big Mika being injured was something that affected us, so that wasn't ideal also. But yeah, you see what the freshness does to the group and improves us in the match day.
How is Andrew?
We still don't know. I think it's going to be a couple of weeks for him, so we've not got the official. But it's again, it's a frustrating one. He's come in, he's done well, he's showed up, he's brought exactly what we hoped he would bring. But yeah, it was frustrating at the weekend not having him available. That's for sure.
A couple of weeks wouldn't be so bad, given the work you had with your August signings as well. That wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah, it seems to be the way it is just now. It's, you know, we're trying to remain as positive as we can, but we also understand that we need to, you know, have a team that's very competitive on the pitch, competitive on a daily basis. So that's the reason why we're going to try and do what we can today.
And can Rico be involved tomorrow night?
Yeah, we're hoping that's all going to be confirmed and signed off, and all the clearance and paperwork and all that stuff's confirmed, and he'll be available for the match tomorrow.
Is he able to train with you?
Yeah, he's trained with us the last couple of days. Yep.
The game tomorrow then, how big is that? Obviously, you know that you haven't won a league game in a couple of months now. Do you feel that, we're speaking to Ollie there, and he said that he feels that one win can kind of change that, break that run, give everyone the confidence back?
Yeah, the group are aware of that. We're aware that still, if you see us on a daily basis, it's still, you know, a group that trains well every day, and we, you know, the atmosphere in the place, we'll still try to be as positive as we can, but we understand how important this game is. We say every week that, you know, it's a massive game, and that just builds and builds. So as it goes this season so far, it's our biggest game for sure. We're you know, under no illusions. That's what it is, and that's where we're at. And it's a massive game for everyone at the club.
Do you have to kind of remind the players about the certain things? I mean, they look at the league table, the goals against column, the 6th in the league. goals for us, about 16 league. It's just to kind of fine margins. You try kind of drum that into the players that there is a lot of positives to take.
It is fine margins, and the game at the weekend highlighted that again. I don't think St Mirren were particularly great in the game, but again there was nothing in it. Quite easily could have been a 0-0 or a 1-1. Again, decisions going against us within that I still had no explanation about. But again, we're not. We do look at stats and we look at things like that. It may sound like an excuse, but the stats for our whole season, apart from maybe our conversion rate, has been very positive. We create chances, we keep the ball, we play in the right areas. The territory's good. Like I said, the amount of goals we concede isn't, a massive concern. The standard of the goals is, but it's small details, it's fine margins, and that's why, as a collective, everything I've spoke about there and bringing players in that want to complement what we're doing here is vital, and those little things can prove the difference between that.
Ollie, Credentials talked to us about a winning mentality, and teams can maybe develop that, and 1-1 could do that for them. How do you kind of develop that mentality?
Yeah, it's massive in the game. It's you see the players, and whether you do a possession drill, you do a small-sided game in training, or whatever you do, you play a game of head tennis with them in the gym or whatever. You need that competitive element to training. That's vital. I think as well, when you're in a momentum where you're not winning games, it's easy to stay there. We need to switch that. We need to flip that quickly, very quickly, and get it running the other way. It's a big game for us. It's a good game. It's a game we're looking forward to. It's a game we need the fans to be with us again at home, and we need to all stay aligned and be on the right path and all be in this together for the match tomorrow night.